Hi reception. So this week we've already had a look at the front cover of our book and we've looked at some new words from it. So we're just going to have a quick look at the front cover together of Mr. Gumpy's Motorcar by John Birmingham. And I'm going to tell you what I can see on the front cover, because to be a good reader, it's really important that we use all the clues that we've got to make a prediction about the story. That means we're thinking about what it could be about. So on the front cover, I can see a man here. I think he might be Mr. Gumpy, and he's driving a red car. And in his red car, he's got a little boy, a little girl, a hen, a cow, a cat, a goat. Oh, that might be a dog. I'm not too sure. A pig and a goat. Oh, and there's a rabbit there. I wonder where they're going to be going in their car. I wonder what the weather will be like. I wonder if they'll have a lovely day. Well, we'll read the book and we'll see. And as we're reading, I might have some tricky questions for you. So, this is the first page. Ooh, let me move my computer over a little bit. It says, Mr. Gumpy was going for a ride in his car. I wonder where he's going. It looks sunny. Maybe he's going for a picnic. He drove out of the gate and down the lane. So a lane is like a road. So he set off. May we come too? Said the children. May we? Said the rabbit, the cat, the dog, the pig, the sheep, the chickens. Where are the chickens? The chickens, the calf. A calf is a baby cow. And the goat. Oh my goodness, so all of the animals and the children want to come with Mr. Gumpy as well. Wowzers. All right, said Mr. Gumpy, but it'll be a squash. And they all piled. That was one of our words in. I forgot to remind you about our words, didn't I? So we had piled, spin, ruined. Oh, what else did we have? We had shoved, and let me have a little peek. I can't remember them all off the top of my head. Piled, spin, ruined, shoved, gasped, and churned. So you need to listen out for those other 5. First one done, let's listen out for the other ones. It's a lovely day, said Mr. Gumpy. Let's take the old cart track across the fields. I wonder what an old cart track is. I think it's like a road, but not as hard as a road. So maybe a bit more like a path. So in the olden days, when there weren't cars and lorries and all the vehicles we have today, people used carts to move things around, and they were like a big wooden wheelbarrow. So a cart track would have had carts on it. For a while, they drove along happily. The sun shone, the engine chugged, and everyone was enjoying the ride. And I can tell they're enjoying the ride because on their faces, they have got smiles. Oh, I don't like the look of those clouds. I think it's going to rain. Oh dear. He must be very worried it's going to rain because look, there isn't a roof on the car. They'll all get wet. And if you look, they're still driving on the cart track. So when it rains, what happens to soil and grass? Does it stay nice and dry? Or does it turn into mud? We'll have to see what happens, won't we? Very soon, the dark clouds were right overhead. Mr. Gumpy stopped the car. He jumped out, put up the hood, and down came the rain. So at least they've got their roof on. He's put up this hood, but it's still raining. Oh dear. The road grew muddier and muddier, and the wheels began to spin. That was one of our words. So they're going round and round. They're stuck in the mud. Look here. They're stuck The mud's flying back. Mr. Gumpy looked at the hill ahead. Some of you will have to get out and push, he said. Oh my goodness, I wonder who is going to get out and push. Not me, said the goat. I'm too old. Not me, said the calf. I'm too young. Not us, said the chickens. We can't push. Not me, said the sheep. I might catch a cold. Not me, said the pig. I've a bone in my trotter. Not me, said the dog, but I'll drive if you like. Not me, said the cat. It would ruin my fur. Not me, said the rabbit. I'm not very well. Not me, said the girl. He's stronger. Not me, said the boy. She's bigger. Oh no! So none of the animals or the children want to help Mr. Gumpy. What's he going to do? How are they going to get out of the mud? The wheels churned. Another one of our words. So they're going round and round. The car sank deeper into the mud. Now we're really stuck, said Mr. Gumpy. They all got out and pushed. So look, even though they all had reasons they didn't want to push, they've all got out to help. And that's really kind, isn't it? Sometimes we don't want to do things if it's going to make us uncomfortable, but it's still a kind thing to do. Now we might have some more of our words here. They pushed and shoved and heaved and strained and gasped. Oh, it made me cough, that gasp. And slipped and slithered and squelched. And slowly the car began to move. Don't stop, cried Mr. Gumpy. Keep it up, we're nearly there. Everyone gave a mighty heave. The tyres gripped. Do you think they're going to get out of the mud? I hope so. The car edged its way to the top of the hill. Yes, they worked. They worked together as a team. They looked up and saw that the sun was shining. Oh, that's lovely. I think they all must be feeling very relieved now. We'll drive home across the bridge, said Mr. Gumpy. There'll be time for a swim. So they've driven home across the bridge, and look, the girl and the boy and all the animals have jumped in the water. I'm not sure if it's a river or a pond or a lake, but they're probably washing all the mud off from when they were pushing the car. Goodbye, said Mr. Gumpy. Come for a drive another day. So Mr. Gumpy's waving, the children are waving, and the animals are all there. What a lovely story. I really like that story. So when you're doing your work this for Thursday and Friday, putting the pictures in order and writing your sentences, you might need to watch this video again and listen to the story again to help you think of your sentences, and that's absolutely fine. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the story. I loved reading it to you. Bye everyone.